Good morning and welcome back to the GemLife 2023 Australian Pickleball Championships powered by the APP. My name is Dylan Kimlin and we are still covering the Open Men's Singles events right now. Got a fun one for you. Turns out these two gentlemen on court both work together. So this will be interesting to see how it turns out. We have Ryan Henry and currently on camera his opposition Stephen Halls. Both gentlemen representing Voyager. Which is a local tennis group. Getting stuck into the pickleball action. It's good to see. Always fun to see workmates getting stuck into it. Stephen mentioned that his partner running the FCX store here for our APC tournament, one of our bronze sponsors. We thank them very much for being involved with our wonderful sport. If you are popping down, we are at the Blacktown Leisure Centre. Be sure to check out all of their wares. Hopefully they weren't affected by the crazy wind that we had hit the centre last night. Resulted in absolute mayhem. We had the multiple gazebos and shade apparatuses flying around. Thankfully, it's actually quite pleasant right now. Despite the supreme heat that we had yesterday, the courts have got a fair bit of cloud cover, and as a result, there's a cool breeze. And the sun isn't out. And I think everyone is collectively happy with that. It looks like the gentlemen are coming in to have a yarn. What happens when you verse your work colleagues, like at a major tournament? Do you talk about, like, do you call it water cooler talk? Like, oh yeah, I've got the 9 to 3 on Thursday. Like, or is it more just banter? No doubt these gentlemen would have talked about the NRL Grand Final that occurred yesterday. Coming from a tennis centre, maybe they've discussed tennis events that occurred this week. Or maybe they've purely focused on the pickleball action that we've had. Either way, we can get stuck into it. 0-0, Henry closest to camera. And that has sailed long, getting himself the first points. One 0. Now, I don't know, I'm assuming here, I could be wrong, and please, gentlemen, if you are watching this later, please tell me if this assumption is wrong, but it's probably fair to say that both Henry and Halls come from a tennis background, if they are working at a tennis centre. So, typically, former tennis players come across and they take singles quite well. It is basically the same sport, it's just smaller coverage. Net is here. Oh, wonderful. Great backhand there by Henry. You can see the Halls is playing quite aggressive at the net, trying to close that distance as quick as possible, which is the general rule of thumb in singles. Currently 2-0. Serve goes long. Holes to bring it in. 0-2. Net roll. Ball still good. Pop up. Oh, couldn't convert. Had the opportunity to. Keeping in mind, all of our footage will be available on the Pickleball Australia Facebook and Pickleball Australia YouTube channels. I believe we're going to show it on the APP channels at a later date as well. We welcome all of our international viewers. My name is Dylan Kimlin. I typically cover all of the Australian tournaments. Oh, what a shot. No, we'll see if it's called in or not. Yeah. Halls gave the thumbs up. Beautifully placed. Oh, another great drive. Very common for our tennis friends that have jumped across to pickleball. Utilize that forehand very well. Generates so much topspin. I had a very interesting discussion with a couple of players yesterday. Prominent one was Ben King. We were talking about the para pickleball space and the hybrid space. And he was mentioning what a shot. I'm just going to leave that train of thought there for a second. Sheesh, that was unreal by Halls. But King was talking about former high-level players from various sports coming across to pickleball. And as we just saw, an incredible shot there by Halls. Makes you wonder the skill level that Henry and Halls have in the tennis field. But we do have many high-level players in the Australian space in our open divisions that have come from high-level badminton, squash, table tennis, and tennis, obviously, as these two gentlemen are showing us right now. And we welcome them with open arms. Pickleball and paddle, two top-notch racket sports, seem to be taking over the planet right now with all of our racket sports. It's a wonderful drive. Recovery's there. Hall's unable to get it back. It's fair to say that Ryan Henry has supreme driving prowess. Most of the time, it's fair to say Stephen Halls is in the right spot. It's just that Henry's generating so much velocity. Great shot. Read it well. We have a timeout here for Stephen. Both players will have 2 timeouts per game. 1 medical timeout throughout the duration of the match should they deem it necessary. We're going to quickly go through to some commercials while the gentlemen have a breather. And welcome back. Currently 2-9. Oh, net roll works. Halls gets it over. Currently 3-9 at the moment. Stephen Halls with ball in hand. Oh, wonderful shot. it to the resume. We have ball in booth. We've retrieved it. 4-9 currently. Stephen Halls doing his best here to dig back this game one. Oh, what a shot. Fantastic forehand applied. Top spin applied on that forehand. Ripping it into the kitchen. Easier said than done. Especially from the baseline. 4-point deficit here. In solid play for Stephen Halls after the timeout. Oh, just long. Oh, a couple errors here for Henry. He was on fire at the start. Halls, however, has dug deep. Quickly closing in on that gap. Net roll. Henry recovers. Another net roll. Oh, what a shot. ATP, not to be. Incredible play. Stephen happy with himself. Both work colleagues going head to head of the net. Love to see it. Currently 8-9. Sheesh. Incredible comeback here for Halls. Side wide. Ball in booth once more. I keep saying we need to get a pickleball Roomba that can collect all of my balls that go through. And that one is good. That was a bit of a wavy shot there for Halls. The fellas aren't too sure whether that was in or out. Henry said he couldn't see it. That generally means it's in. 8-9. Halls gets it back. They roll. Recovery on the attack. Ooh. Firefight to the net. You don't see those too often in singles. Great play. 9 apiece. Oh, great shot. Henry read that well. You can see that Halls is definitely opting for that back right of court position. Opens up that forehand of his a lot more to generate high percentage shots for himself. Currently 9-9. Oh, what a shot. Henry ripping that one down the line. Ryan Henry finds himself in a game point situation. Ooh, can't convert. Hall's getting it back. Can he tie it up? 9-10. Great serve, nice and deep. Even better second return. Incredible play. Halls has tied it up, 10-10. We are playing win by 2, so now it's first player to get a 2-point lead. We'll take the victory here for this game one.
David Richardson, court 4, please. Roland David, court 4.
And Stephen Halls, despite being a long way behind, has gritted his way into a game point situation here. 11-10. I believe we've had a timeout. Yep, looks to be the case. Timeout called for Ryan Henry. Have a breather, recalculate. Just a quick one. Wants to hold some of that momentum that Halls has built up. Players have recommenced the call. We can get stuck into it. 11-10. Game point. Oh, just wide. Hall's going for the Hail Mary. Can't convert. Henry to bring it in. 10-11. Oh, what a shot. Tied game. Henry digging deep, defending that game point. How high will we go? We're in the big numbers now. 11-11. Drive on, successful, side out, still 11-11. When you're in these tight contests at the end of a game, got to keep mentally focused. We're seeing unforced errors from both gentlemen here. Who can clear their head, convert the strategy. Oh, nearly. Henry trying to cut that one across. Halls finds himself in a game point situation once more. 12-11. And he gets the job done. First game goes to Halls. He looks very pleased with himself after that great effort to come back to it. Fair enough too. Gentlemen are going to have a breather. We'll get stuck into our game two. Stephen Hall's taking the first victory here. Thank you once again to GemLife for being the official partner of the 2023 Australian Pickleball Championships, powered by the APP. Get stuck into a commercial and we'll be straight back into it.
Age has nothing to do with a number. It's about a state of mind. A decision to seize every day and make it yours. Some people have been alive for ages and never really lived. But that's okay. They'll figure it out. Or they won't. What are you waiting for?
Things have a funny way of sneaking up on us. You play once, and you want to play again and again and again. You find yourself in driveways, courts, clubs, tournaments. You ask friends, colleagues, or even someone new. Today and every day, we celebrate the athlete in all of us. It's time to get out and play.
Welcome back. Game two underway. Serve long. 0-0. Halls to bring it in. He took game one if you're just tuning in. Unsuccessful on that occasion. Once again, side out. Good crowd here. People tuning in across the country and internationally, but also live. We are at the Blacktown Leisure Centre if you want to come down and watch some awesome pickleball action. We've got plenty of stalls still set up. Lots of apparel, paddles, and equipment available for purchase. Called wide. Oh, called wide. Hall's aiming for that line. Currently 1-0. Henry with a slight lead. That's too good. Great shot down the line. So it's currently 2-0. Ryan Henry, after that close game 1 deficit, will need to have some strong mental fortification to come back to it. And that there's just gone wide again. You can see he's really trying to hit that backhand side of Stephen Hall's. Well placed, punching it down the right side. Henry with a 3-point lead here. Strong start to his game 2. Ooh. Can't help but wonder whether that one was going out or not. Doesn't matter, Henry clipped it. Hall's getting it back. Needs to start building up a scoreboard here. 0-3. Unsuccessful on that occasion. 1-3. Hall's getting his first points of the game. No roll, solid recovery. Pop-ups there. Henry too strong. Great shot. Oh, nice recovery. Ball goes wide, however. The net roll working in the favour of Stephen Halls. Gets it back. 1-2. Tied game. Well, the cloud cover has parted a bit and the sun's definitely come out. Immediately feel the temperature starting to rise here on the courts. Ooh. Hall had the drive. Couldn't capitalise. You see Henry with a big grin on his face. I think he may have gotten away with one there. 2-2.
Attention members and guests, in the owner permits of the issue with number plate DJ06JT, that's DJ06JT.
Nicely placed.
Later reception, your card is passed immediately. Thank you.
I believe Henry's just wandering off to grab his towel. It is, as I mentioned, quite warm on the courts now. Sweaty hands, sweaty paddles. Definitely something the gentlemen don't want to have to worry about. Thatcher drop's good. Ooh. I believe that's just gone wide. Beautifully placed. Halls has had to go for a wander to retrieve it. Currently 2-3. Do apologise, I had to quickly mute. We had one of our Southeast Queensland superstars, Wesley Vine, jumping in the shade next to me, talking about some strategy for his singles game. Rather not hot mic any of our players, so safest thing to do is mute it. Pop-ups there. Wow. What an angle. Halls with the angle there, tucking it away, beautifully placed. Just short. Tied game right now, 3-3. Hall's running, well played by Henry. Nice long deep return. Punching it to the side where Halls couldn't retrieve it. Beautifully placed. Ball still live. Oh, what a shot. Henry down the line. Great forehand drive. Oh, he's gone for it again. The pop-up goes long, however. Henry's starting to find his groove here in game 2.
Okay, we've got more players who are showing up for their 12 p.m. start time. If you guys can please check in by our check-in desk as you walk into the facility. Once you've checked in for this afternoon's matches, we can
Ooh, good hustle.
practice courts if you wish to have a
Halls
indoor court,
just short on that backhand though.
30 to
Slight lead here for Henry.
9 are available for any warm-ups. If you wish to have a hit, you may
Looking to
do
continue
so.
building.
The ball's back into the basket once you're done.
Always find little things interesting. Even this game here, it seems that Henry and Halls have slightly different play styles. Henry a lot more content to sit back, I suppose. Let his drives do the talking. Halls a lot more running. Wants to use his pace around the court. That shot there, however, just going wide. Also little things. You can see that Henry's opting to use a single-handed backhand. 2 hands for Stephen Halls. Speaking of Halls, it looks like he's called a timeout. Have a breather. Good to see. We're going to quickly go through to another commercial break while we wait for our gentlemen to re-enter the courts. We'll get straight back into the pickleball action. Welcome back. Currently 9-3. Ryan Henry cruising along to victory right now. However, same can be said happened last game, and Halls had a tremendous comeback. For this game too, however, Henry finds himself in a game point situation. Lob. Henry getting the job done here for game 2. We're going to go through to a game 3. So what will occur here is the gentleman will have another breather, we'll get stuck into it. For the game 3, the fellas will swap at 6. They're just having a quick chat. Go through to another commercial break while we wait for them to get stuck back into it.
Patience, guys. We've got call allocations coming to the whiteboard very shortly, so you might want to check it out.
Age has nothing to do with a number. It's about a state of mind. A decision to seize every day and make it yours. Some people have been alive for ages and never really lived. But that's okay. They'll figure it out. Or they won't. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back. Now, gentlemen, we're just having a chat regarding the rules of the third game. Good to see how these work colleagues having a yarn about it. I believe the rule that was discussed was the changing sides at 6 points. Typically, that's what occurs on a third game. Henry closest to camera. Game 3 underway. And that's just called wide. Ooh, discipline there by Halls. I thought he was going to wallop it. Decides to let it go.
To court number 6, could I have Blake Brookman and Nathan Player, please? Blake and Nathan, court 6.
Every point so crucial in a game 3. Pop-ups there, Henry putting it away. Well placed. Now there's a side out. Not only is this victory to go through to the next stage of the Opens, but bragging rights on the line for the gentleman from Voyager. Nice rally. Oh, what a punch down the line. Beautifully placed. Ryan Henry getting his first points on the board. 1-1. Doubles his score. Backhand roll unsuccessful there for Halls.
Sorry. Blake Brookman, Nathan Player to court 7, please, guys. Court 7.
Henry's had some success already. We can see hitting it down the left side of screen. Caused 2 errors for Halls. And these late stage of these game 3s. Unforced errors. Absolutely critical as Halls hits that one too long. Solid third shot drop by Henry. Pops up. Lob is good. Backhand. Even better. Halls had the drive opportunity. Couldn't convert. Athleticism by
To court 2, please.
Ryan there.
Alex Fairbanks.
5-1 here.
3, Caden Hensel. Joseph Wild, please.
Oh, what a shot. Halls read Henry's position quite well there. Flicked it back behind him. Solid game IQ. 1-5. The net roll works in the favour for Halls. Great placement of the ball. We have a timeout here on the side of Ryan Henry. Wants to have a breather. Rethink his strategies. You can see Halls trying to pump himself up there. Good crowd here. The players for our open women's games will be on soon. Can't really see it, just on the right of screen, top right. A bunch of players having a yarn, getting ready for their next set of games. Huge turnout. 700 odd players. All of their family and friends as well. It's great to see. Blacktown have put on an absolute show for us. We appreciate being here. Henry's good to go. We can get straight back into it. Pop up. Henry with the smash. Hall's defending. Look at the running. Oh. Henry unable to capitalise there. And as we saw, Halls, after that game 1 victory, absolute scrappy play to dig in deep. He's trying to do the same thing here, will himself to victory. 3-5. That one unfortunately just gone a bit too wide. Henry gets it back. Keeping in mind the first player to 6. They will swap sides. Great shot there by Halls. Getting the side out. Side out once more. Neither player really getting a big lead so far. After that initial start of Henry. Oh, wonderful shot. Great hands there by Henry. Now that's 6, so players will swap sides of the court. We'll go through to another commercial from GemLife while we wait for our gentlemen to recommence play.
So feet apart,
Yeah.
head down over the ball and follow through. That's the last time I give you advice. Come on.
Welcome back. Players recommenced. Once again, thank you to GemLife being the official partner of the 2023 Australian Pickleball Championship. Franklin being the official ball of Pickleball Australia. We've got a side out here. Halls to bring it in. Just been updated that Henry won the... Ooh, that just goes short. Latest event for our New South Wales Open. Ryan Henry took the victory. So he obviously knows his stuff. Hall's had some success in Tassie as well. Solid recovery. Net roll. Gentleman dancing. Goes wide. Hall's having a laugh to the people in the crowd. Both gentlemen taking each other on in the kitchen. Love to see it.
Court number 4. Where's Ryan? Daniel Kuznetsov, court 4.
Slide out once more, 3-7. Oh, Henry doing everything but the dive there to get that ball back. These gentlemen putting it all on the line right now. It's great to see. Ooh, serving error. Can't be doing those in a game 3. See if Henry can take the opportunity here. That's exactly what he does. Great positioning. Calls the pop-up. Punched it down the line. Beautifully placed. Punched it so hard, in fact, it's ended up on the other side of the tennis court. Hall's gone to retrieve the ball. We do have plenty of balls available on hand, by the way, but the players do like retrieving it. Gives them a... It's not a timeout, but it's a bit of a reset. They can think about what they need to do and get a breather in. For anyone that hasn't played singles, it is physically and mentally taxing on the players. Currently 8-4. The drop is too short. If Halls is going to start building up a scoreboard, now's the time to do it. And that there is a confident shot. Beautifully placed. Forehand drive down the line. We have a timeout here from Ryan Henry. Wants to kill that. Any opportunity of a momentum swing for Halls. We're going to quickly go through to another commercial break while we do. Thank you to Engage for being the official paddle of Pickleball Australia.
Things have a funny way of sneaking up on us. You play once, and you want to play again and again and again. You find yourself in driveways, courts, clubs, tournaments. You ask friends, colleagues, or even someone new. Today and every day, we celebrate the athlete in all of us. It's time to get out and play.
You can see Hall's trying to fire himself here. Good timeout from Henry results in a immediate error from his opposition. 8-5. Oh, look at the coverage. Beautifully played. Stephen Halls ripping that one down the line. Fantastic angle applied. It's currently 5-8. Halls has himself a 3-point lead. Talking about angles, monkey see, monkey do. Henry can do that exactly as well. Gets the ball back. 8-5 currently. Game 3. This is where tired legs, tired minds can come into play. 45 minutes so far, this singles game, or series of singles games. Gentlemen need to remain focused. Something different. Lob there for Halls. He's on attack. Oh, no, not working in the favour of Henry. Halls cuts the deficit to 2. You can see Halls talking to himself, trying to remain focused. 6-8. Too much oomph on that one. Sails long. Henry serve. Ah, phenomenal. Great shot. Needs a couple more of them to take the victory here.
Now on court 6, Ben Beard, Malachi Pukapuka. And on court 7, Tan Huynh, Alexander Tran. And on court
Oh, the net roll.
Dylan Campbell, Kieran Lasers, please.
No doubt that'll get brought up during work this week. Let's see what Halls can do here. That's exactly what he can do. Great placement. Crowd impressed. 2 points in it. Another serving error. A couple of those here from Halls throughout these 3 games. Can Henry capitalise? Yes, he can. Wow. Incredible placement of the ball. Ryan Henry finds himself in a match point situation. Stephen Halls understands the importance of it. Calls a timeout. Kills that momentum. Great crowd here for this game. More and more people dwindling in as the day goes on. We have plenty more action coming in. 12 o'clock, I believe, is the next starting time for all the other pools. You can see a gentleman walking past with his suitcase. Clearly getting ready to take off. Players recommenced. Match point. And that there is a confident strike of the ball for Halls. Doing what he can here.
On court 5, Jason Owie and David Richardson, please. Court 5.
Hit the ball so well, in fact, he managed to hit it past our side net that runs along the court to prevent balls go past. Henry's gone for a walk. Players are superstitious, actually. They don't like using different balls. They'd rather stick to the same ball for the entirety of the game so the conditions don't change. Just got a scoring discussion. Currently 7-10. Halls to serve. What a play. Well read by Henry. Took a microsecond there. Slow it down. I thought he was going to engage to the right, reading Stephen Halls, but didn't take the fake. Once again, match point here for Ryan Henry. 10-7.
7.
Two good by Halls. Third shot drop by Henry was just a little bit too high. Hall's able to whip it over with that double-handed backhand. 7-10. Well placed by Henry, gets the ball back. Hall's telling himself off. I love the difference between these two players too, to be said, is Henry seems calm and composed, very quiet. Halls has been talking to himself non-stop, and that's gone long. Ryan Henry will take the victory here. We'll progress through to the next stages of the game. Tremendous effort from both gentlemen. Not all over for Halls, however. He goes through to the elimination bracket. He can still play for the bronze. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have plenty more open action coming up for you as we progress. We'll cut the stream for now, and we'll be back along as soon as our next players are ready to go. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on shortly.